Welcome to 7 Tarot. To become an experienced navigator, you need to get lost once in a while. And before you know it, you don't need a map at all to show you the stars. Here, in these videos, we dive deep into remote viewing, a powerful ability to perceive events, people, and places beyond time and space. Using this intuitive practice, which can also be known as automatic drawing and writing, we explore past, present, and future predictions, uncovering hidden truths the tarot cards cannot give you alone, and revealing messages the universe wants you to hear. Through remote viewing, we access information beyond the 5 senses, offering detailed insights that can help you navigate life with confidence and clarity. If you're seeking answers, guidance, or a deeper connection to the unknown, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join the journey. Let's unlock the mysteries together.
Taurus, how you doing? Wow. So, I've got this card out in order to help the camera focus for a lot of you, but I feel like a lot of you can't focus or afford or dealing with fraud. Okay, like money laundering or fraud. Okay. Sorry if I can't spell, don't worry about that. The camera also keeps going out of focus. I've got no idea why, but it's really annoying me. So I'm definitely hearing for you, Def, Steph, Jeff, or Steve as the names. But before I started, I asked and said, can I have any messages for Taurus? Please use me as a vessel. And what I got was used me. Okay. And then also using. So like drugs or excessive amounts of alcohol, alcohol, my ex. Could be your ex. If you've split up and you're on your own, okay, what is going on with this camera today? If you're splitting up or have split up, it may be around where you or your ex, and because you've had a very bad time of it, one of you could be drinking. If there's no communication and one of you drinks quite a lot, or the name's Charlotte, okay, but this name keeps coming up, Charlotte. There's a lot of Charlotte. Or a charlatan, but used and abused, using drugs or alcohol or obsessively, or Lee, the name Laura or Lee Ann. I'm also picking up my Nan. Okay, so the name's Lee or anybody that has L in the name. Also a Lucifer that could relate to a Capricorn. Okay. But my Nan could be using it. It could be like siblings. Okay, that is a lot to do with like my grandmother or my gran. Okay, and my Nan keeps drinking, and there's a lot of drug use and abuse, mental abuse. I'm also hearing physical abuse. Okay, can also be sexual abuse. Okay, feeling used and abused. Definitely keep hearing that I'm hearing that I was abused. So is this recently, or anybody that has R in the name or L in the name recently? Okay, or the name Reese. Okay, or Rachel or Ricky, or Leanne, Laura. Anybody that has R or L in the name. But I'm hearing that I was physically or mentally abused. Okay, this would obviously relate a lot to you of the 9 of Wands. Control, ghosted, okay, separated, PTSD, trauma. I'm finding it very difficult to get through to your energy, Taurus, unless this is your energy, okay? Because majority of this story, I've been trying to blur it out, is mainly about abuse, okay? And I feel like I've been emotionally abused or physically abused. You have been or are. Okay. If it's a has been abused, then it's PTSD. Okay. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay. I'm also hearing post-mortem. Post-mortem? Is that into a death? Why is it post-mortem? I thought that was something to do with pregnancy. Okay. So I'm not. Post-mortem is something to do with a death. Death, Steph, Jeff, or Steve, but a post-mortem. So I don't know if there's been any violent or violet shepherd. Now it's time for a commercial break. See ya. But violet or a violation. Man, I really can't spell today. So if you guys didn't know, before we properly begin, or John, or anybody that has J in their name, or the actual name of J, or Julian, or Jason, or Justin, or Jackie, but anybody that has J in their name, J-A. Okay, so before we actually start, I haven't done a reading for a little while, sorry, so you'll have to let me kind of get it out. This is not a tarot card reading. This is just channeling stuff off the cuff. So there's something about an arrest or arrested development. So that is also like a song, right? A band, but arrested development. So I'm hearing, is there any development? That's also a picture. Is there any development in my case? My court case? Or something to do with the police, about checking up to find out if there's been any development. Has it progressed any further or not, right? Not. Might have something to do around a Pisces. Okay. But I want to know if my case is developed at all. Now, I'm also hearing photographs and videos developed. I'm also hearing the name Jessup, or the name Jess, Progress, Jessup, Jesse James, or Jamie, or Jay. Any progression of name, or Jerry. I'm also hearing the name Jerry. Okay, Jerry. Jeremiah, Myra, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? What's there in Michael or Michael Jackson? So Michael Jackson was something to do around kiddie. Oh, okay, children. Right. This is what I knew. I felt very hesitant when I was doing your reading. Children. Okay. So in another reading that I did the other day, I think it was Pisces reading. It was. I think it was the last remote viewing I did. And it started to come up where it was cross between the Capricorn reading of like very raunchy sexual behavior, okay, and the sexual acts. That reading cross compared within the Pisces reading after the Capricorn reading, which is on this channel. You can see it. It's free. That came up where it's to do with sexual acts as well. But then the message started to go on towards children. So you guys that have watched that are obviously now watching this. So if you're not, okay, obviously this is coming up in numerology, which means a 5 means life path 5, Sagittarius or Taurus, within any of those people that may or may not be involved in this accident. Because it feels like what do they call it? Conquest? Or they don't con it? Like, oh God, what do they call that? Where there's not a quest, but like there's something out there and it's written and it's kind of developing into like something or other. I can't think of the name of it. But those star signs, watch those star signs. So Gemini, you can watch Gemini or Capricorn or Life Path 6, because that would be that, because I read in numerology. 3, there isn't a star sign, so it just relates to Piscean. Those stories, basically, that were Lee or Leanne, or anybody that has L in the name again, Lily, Tilly, Till, Hannah in the till. So if someone's stealing money from someone and I've got my hand in the till, okay. So if you guys, I don't know if this is British or slang or whatever it is, but a till over here is like, you know, you open the drawer and there's money and then you close it back up and that is a till, like a register. I'm also picking up now a regiment or registered offender. Registered offender. It's like a registration. Okay, so is it a number plate? Or is it a car? Or a Loaf Path 7? But a registered offender? Because that would also be a fender bender. There is some kind of very strange message that keeps coming up for me around sex, sexual abuse. I have to be very careful because I don't want to get YouTube flagged for, like, you know, do you know what I'm saying? Because I could really start, you know, divulging into words that may not be appropriate for this, but for YouTube. But there is something like Michael Jackson that was like relating to like abuse and children and stuff. That came up in the other reading where it's to do with abuse of children. Now it's kind of coming through into this reading of where it's to do with child abuse, child offense, or my child. Now it's time for a commercial break. See ya. But the Capricorn reading was about 2 weeks ago, I think, or a week ago. Pisces reading was about 3 or 4 days ago. And now it's coming through into this reading, Taurus. So I'm picking up that there may be something about an offender or a sex offender or an affair that's kind of going on. But sex seems to be the main subject here. The subject matter. Matthew, Matty. Anybody that has like M in the name or E in the name. So this has come up quite a few times. This E and M or M and E. M and E and Ivory be together in perfect harmony. Harness. Anybody that has H in the name? Side by side on my piano keyboard. Oh Lord, why don't we? But me. I'm picking up this me, E, E, M or me, Maya. Anybody that has M or E or M in the name, basically. Right, let's move on from that energy there. There's a stubborn energy here of like, it's all about me, right? So I don't know if someone is still holding a lot of anger or a lot of aggression of like, this happened to me, you did it to me, you're doing this to me, I can't believe you did it to me. I don't know if there's like a very big blamed energy here. I'm not going to go into like my normal spiel of where that isn't good for people to keep doing that, because that hinders your life. Okay. Because basically what it is a construct of your own fear. So you blame yourself. That's why you can't move on, because you constantly blame yourself of like, I can't believe they did that to me. And now all I think about is me, what's been done to me. So do you know what I'm saying? That's why people get a lot of return energies from past. Because yeah, I'm not going to go into it. But anyway. So offender. A physical offense, physical abuse, mental abuse, alcohol abuse, alcohol, drugs abuse. And then I am also hearing, sorry, but child abuse. Because I'm also hearing neglect, neglecting, or Nigel. Anybody that has N for their name, big, first or second, okay, doesn't matter. When I'm coming up with letters, it's either first or second name, right? But neglect, okay, neglecting someone. I mean, for God's sake, man, right? If this is just to do with, oh, you broke my heart, then fucking hell, bruv. People have got much more bigger things to deal with, right? So if this is for people that are like, I can't believe they split up with me and it hurt my heart, you know. But there's a lot of this physical. What it feels like, right, is someone here is like spiraling out of control, right? Where there's been a lot of narcissism, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of control behavior. And now my life seems to be spiraling out of control. My abuse, my drinking, my alcohol, consumption of what I'm doing it to myself, Justin, right? Or Julian, James, again, Jen, Jen, Jennifer. Okay. But like Libra, could have something to do with the Libra. But again, bra. Like I keep hearing this, my bra. Okay, so there's some kind of sexual urge or evil urges. So that's a very good song. I think it was something coat. My color, not color dream coat. It's Jason Donovan. My coat or something. I can't remember, but their album was called Evil Urges. Okay, like I seem to have these impulses or these sexual urges, or on a Virgil, but on a verge. Well, that normally means like on the side of the road. Is this like dogging? Is it around a Leo or an Aquarius? But like dogging, dogging is like where people pull up in a car, okay, and they go into a car park, and then they start performing sexual acts with each other. You know what dogging is, right? So it's kind of, I don't know if that's a part of it. That did come up in the Aquarius reading a little while ago, right? Dogging. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's where what's his name? Michael, could be anybody that has M in the name. But that's where, I forget what the hell his name was now, but he was a pop star and he got done for being in a toilet. That's in Stevenage. My name's Stephen? Really? It's not me. In Stevenage. What is going on? My mum. Could be going on with your mum, unless you've got a crossed reading where your mum is like a 5 Sag Taurus and you're Sag Taurus or life path 5. But I'm my mum. My mum. Baby. A baby? Like, is it a newborn baby or Laura? Anyway, Lil. Taurus. What's developing? Is there any progress? Is anything? Jesse, James. Well, Jesse James was like law and order and all that sort of stuff, right? Like, there's a court case going on here, or must be in the name Marie or Maria. Maria, you gotta see her. But like an ongoing court case. Please tell me this isn't in someone's head, or Ed, the name Eddie. But I mean, like a court case or some kind of, because I've had people all over the place, man, that have like 5 years ago, right, still can't drop something, still trying to fight justice, can't get any, right? Can't seem to get any satisfaction or justice, but I can't seem to get any information that I need. Like, I'm desperate for like information. Info. Need input. Johnny 5. Are those path 5 or Sagittarius? Or the name Terry? Okay. Jerry. What's the name? Jerry. but we've gone over that one. Tom and Jerry. Really, what is going on with this? God. Thomas Cook, the name Cook, or Crook Johnson. I used to be someone in this town. Crook Johnson. Crook Johnson, or the name Johnson. Okay, but a crook, a thief, someone that's stealing things, or a money or drug addiction or something like that, but by hook or by crook. So that would be a Capricorn. And I got a hook. Let my DJ revolve it. D or J or J or D. Okay, as names. JD, John Darling. There is something going on around children and abuse, neglecting my child or children, or they was, and I'm a victim of abuse. Okay. I'm also hearing Aberdeen. It's also the name Dean. Aberdeen. Aberdeos. Wow, I've got to say it because I'm also hearing my own surname. Abbott. Abbott's Ripton. Ripcord. So it'd be like Tom York. Someone from Yorkshire. But then I'm also hearing like the Yorkshire Ripper. What is going on? Ripper? Stripper. Striptease. Tease me, baby, till I lose control. Tease me with your love until I lose control. Take on my body and soul. Oh, girl, baby girl, you know me love is like burning fire in my soul. This could just be fun, right? It just could be someone that does it for a living, stripping, teasing, playing, all that sort of stuff. There could be that kind of thing going on there. I don't know what the abuse is about, though. Abusing one's rights. You have the right to remain silent. Silence in court, silence, or Simon. But you have the right to remain silent. Now it's time for a commercial break. See ya. It's like an investigation or someone being investigated here. Because I'm also picking up, I don't know why, but indecent exposure. Excuse me. Exposure. Right. It's like a flash camera. It's like I'm hearing a song now, right, called Girls on Film. Da, 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 da. Girls on Film. Girls on Top. So that was a British television show with Ruby Wax. It's named Ruby, or R or W. Ruby Wax, Jennifer Saunders. So J or S. Jennifer Saunders, Ruby Wax. The other Saunders. Any of you can remember Girls on Top? Right. It's like, I don't know if there's some sort of like sexual activity here or paranormal activity where I'm paranoid or I'm worried. I mean, that would be this energy here. So that would be Ozzy Osbourne. So that would be Australia. Aussie, right? But like, I mean, is this something that's gone on with someone where this has happened in someone's life and it's constantly ruining their life? Like, I can't seem to move on because I'm a victim of abuse, right? And I can't move on from that, right? The name Ron. Ronald McDonald. That's burgers. Some of you are struggling with your weight, like a weight issue. Okay. Like abusing oneself with food, maybe like an addiction of food. Because whichever way we look at it, right, your channel messages keep coming around addictions. Addiction. Like it's like replacing it one for the other, like a sex addiction or a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, porn addiction. Okay. Now this could be you or the person that you could well be dealing with. But it feels like that I'm addicted to something here that's Hilda. Anything else for Taurus that we've got? Grandma, me grandmother. Like it's like my mother. It's kind of like my mother goes through all of this and I go through all this. Like my mother is or was like something to do with alcohol and drugs. And my mother, like it's something there. Like this kind of abuse is either like a mother or a father. But my mother, what it's saying is there's a lot of this that's to do with my mum, right? But it's also like the father of, fuck, I don't know, Luke Skywalker. I'm not your father, Luke. But, or Luke in the Book, someone from up north, or Paul or North. Danny. But like, I'm not your father, Luke. Look, I'm not your father. You're not my father. You're not, or that. What is going on, Taurus? The father of the bride, Brian, but, or the life of Brian, Jewish. You are not the father of this child. So it's like a stepfather or steptoe and son, which is like son's daughter's step on, strap on. What the fuck is going on here? Chastity belt? Is this, oh God, is this what came up in the other reading where I said chastity belt? Okay, it's like a vow of silence or like vows or the name Valerie. But like, I took a vow of silence, or I can't seem to like have sex with anybody because of the amount of like abuse that I've received as a child or something. And because of that, okay, I'm struggling in order to be able to, you know, progress with my life or whatnot here. So I just realised that I've also got dirty hands, but I've been working on my car. I got to pay for my car now, Taurus. My bloody don't worry about it. But nowadays cars, they're built to break, and I've only just fucking bought it, and it's typical now. We have a thing called AdBlue that we have to put in with the petrol or the diesel that we have. We have diesel, and then we have to put AdBlue in it, and it's for the admissions, and they go wrong all of the time. And they're very expensive to fix because the exhaust pipe can't burn the amount of fuel and also admissions. And then it gets all clogged up and then it fucking goes wrong. And that happens all of the time. And it's happened to my car. So now I've got to somehow afford to get it fixed. So I've been working on my car a little bit. And then also my tarot deck, man. I am so pleased with the tarot deck that's come out. I don't know if you followed me on my new channel that I've got going. I'm doing stories AI, the AI is speaking it. Okay, but it's my deck and writing and stuff, but explaining what my new card deck is about. And if you want to support me on that, I really would appreciate it. The link is below, Behind the Life of Tarot. And it's also on the public discussion page as well. And it's also on all of the multimedia that I've now got set up that I will tell you about at the end. But it's like this, it's something to do with like sex or a belt. Belter. A belt. Fan. Belt. That would also have something to do with a car and my fan belt. This came up quite a while ago where I said it might be something wrong with someone's car, and it could be where it's time to get it fixed, where you have to have the it's not the fan belt, but it's a belt inside the car that needs fixing every I think it's 100,000 miles or something like that, or every 10 years, and it needs replacing. Okay. Admissions belt or something like that. Can't remember, but it's something to do with about a belt. Okay. Now that may also be like physical abuse of someone hitting someone with a belt here. Because I'm picking up violent behavior. You're not my father, Luke Skywalker. So the name's Sky or Ty or Tanya or someone from Britannia. Okay, or Brittany, Brian. Okay. It's like someone's taking down all of these names, right? I'm taking down names and numbers, right? Ticking them off as I go. Cross, ticking, cross, tick that one off, cross, tick that one off, cross, tick that one off, cross, tick that one off. We're left with Brian. So I'm just dumped or left with Brian. Is that it? Is Brian all it is? I'm just stuck with Brian. I had this option, that didn't work out. I had that option, that didn't work out either. That, okay, tick that one off. That one didn't work, that one didn't work, that one didn't work. Okay, now I've got this one. That's all I've got left is just this one person. Okay, in a box. Is there like grieving energy here? Like living in a box or living in a cardboard box, homeless? Okay. Or box, a box, vox. A Vauxhall Cavalier. A Vauxhall Cavalier. Well, that's a car. Vauxhall. Vauxhall Cavalier. Something to do with a car accident or a car of a Vauxhall Cavalier. Okay. I don't know if you guys in America have Vauxhall, but it's a very popular car over here. Well, it used to be. Vauxhall Cavalier. Right? Or the name Cav. Or Gav. Or Gavin. Gavin James. So that came up as a song. May have been for you guys. I can't remember now. I'd rather choke on my bad decisions than carry them to my grave. I just got scared away, always, always. That's the difference between then and now, an empty space. I remember we were strangers. What's the difference between then and now? I was drowning, sleeping, restless, dreaming. So something to do with a drowning, someone that got drowned, or a car energy, car accident, or they drowned. Somebody drowned in the water. Okay, in a car. Jimmy Carr. Jim. Anybody has J in the name? Car. Drowned. Water. Restless sleeping. Na, 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 So I just got scared. Always. I'd rather choke on my bad decisions than carry them to my grave. Carry? Grave? Gravesite? A gravesite. Is this the anniversary of someone's death here? Like, this is the anniversary. Or the Anna, or that name Anne, or Anna, or my Nana. Okay, but it's like a relative. Okay, my Anne, my Nan, or, you know, whichever way around you like it, but my Anne or my Nan, or my brother, or my sister, my daughter, or, you know, whichever. But there's, or Trevor. But there's this anniversary of one's death. Okay, or someone's just died. The name Diane. Okay. But my Nan, so my Nan died, or something like that, or my grandmother, or something like that, or my mother. But there's a grieving energy in the loss of. Okay. I don't know if it was drinking and driving or anything like that. Belter. It's a belt. About. It's about time, about, hey, now then. See, that is Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile was obviously put away for child abuse. So there is some kind of relative energy here of a relative. Is this someone that's been abused by a relative? Okay, but there's some sort of relative energy here of being abused, physically, mentally, and emotionally. If this is just emotionally, then, you know, come on, guys, if it's just a breakup, then, you know, because I'm picking up a lot more to it. Like, there's more to the story than what you know. Like, you don't know the half of it, right? You only just know some of it. It or Jimmy Somerville, right? But, like, you only know some of it. You don't know all of it. You haven't heard it from the other person's mouth. So this might be someone that's bad-mouthing someone, okay? And it's like, well, you don't know the half of it. You've only heard their side of the story. You haven't heard my side yet. Because this could be where you guys there could be tit for tat going on between like families or someone talking about someone. And then they're like, look, you fucking, they've only ever heard your side of the story. They've never heard about what actually happened. Or is this heard? Well, we went through this a while ago. Oh, the name Kim or Wild? Kim. But where it was Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I was like, Amber Heard is a Taurus. Right, and it's like a court case that was going on about abuse. Okay, so because I just heard, you've only heard you've only heard one bit of the story from it's like this ongoing case of something that's going on, but you've only heard it from one side of the story. You haven't heard my side yet. Okay, it's like tit for tat. Well, I'm telling you all about what happened, blah, 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 blah. But no one's ever really heard it from the other person, not from the horse's mouth. Or someone that rides horses. Okay. Horses for courses. Something to do with their own horses. Only fools and horses. Dave, Rodney, Trotter. Right. Dave, R or T, DRT, HRT. Some of you might be taking HRT. Right. That's like hormone replacement therapy, right? Some of you might be going through therapy, whatever that is to do with, whether it be emotionally, physically, or mentally, but I'm having to go to the doctors for therapy. Okay. Could be all of the above, or I need therapy, right? But I'm definitely picking up hormone replacement therapy of I'm replacing it with therapy or pheromones or pheromone. Rona, or Ron? Rona or Ronin? Ronin. Well, that's a samurai. So the name's Sam, Sarah, Steve. Anybody has S in the name? Okay. A Ronin, a samurai. Roy, or Ray? Roy or Ray? It's like a toy boy, right? Got myself a crying, walking, sleeping, talking, blow up doll. I got a roving eye, and that is why she satisfies my soul. Voice my soul? Up the arsehole, up the alley-mo. Alley-mo? Alley? Allison? Living doll. Someone that calls someone doll, or they look like a doll. Doll face. You know, doll face? On the doll? Some of you could be on the doll. Okay, on the dole means that I haven't got a job and blah, blah, blah. And I have to get money from the government. And I'm on the dole, bruv. I'm on the dole, bruv. Bravo. Bro. Me brohim. Me brother's on the dole. Me brother. Some of you could be really struggling about your brother. Something to do with your brother. My brother. Need to breathe. Like your brother can't breathe. Okay, that's a band called Need to Breathe. Brother needs to breathe. My brother couldn't breathe, can't breathe, or can't breed. Can't breed. I don't know. Feels like a breed of dogs, like fucking Leo energy, maybe. Right? Breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. You might have sleep apnea or obstructive sleep apnea or being obstructed somehow. Anyway, there you go, Taurus. There's your long-awaited channeled messages, Nanu from outer space. Please leave a comment. Does it relate to you or doesn't it relate to you? Watch the other readings. We've been coming up for these sort of messages for quite a while. So you'll always get different messages at different times. Now, quite a lot in order to tell you, quite a lot has happened, Taurus. So the raffles are still happening. One ends tomorrow. So the links below tells you the date that it runs out. That's for a recorded reading. The ones where you win the tarot deck, that ends very soon in about a week. And then the other one, which is a recorded live one-on-one video with me, that ends in a couple of days. So you only got a couple of days to grab tickets for that. If you want, all links are provided below or on all of the multimedia that I'm running, which is Facebook. Okay, I've opened up a business page, group, and page. There's a group and a page. They're both totally different. They're both down below. Okay, now I've also opened up a shop where you can now buy digital or physical products. And it tells you all about what questions to ask, what I can ask, what you get for a live reading one-on-one, counseling and all these sort of things that I do as well. Channeled possible if it's live. Can't do anything like that, man. People keep asking me, bruv, can you channel this? Can you channel that? Can you do this channeled? No, this is the channeled stuff. If you have a one-on-one reading with me, there's possibly a good chance that something can be channeled, right? But it don't work. Like, man, people are asking for like just a reading with cards, but then wanting me to start channeling dogs and cats and shit, bruv. I can't do all of that. You know, people, realize this fucking reality, man. Can't channel a cat or a dog, right? Just saying. Right? So think about it, right? But anyway, you can find all those links provided below. It will tell you over on the new store that I've got running that I do have to pay for. Now, I've also been creating my own tarot deck, which I am so excited about, and I've been making loads. So I can, if you want, it's up to you, sell them as a digital product, and then you can print them off yourself. But until I get myself sorted out with something that cuts cards, because I need a digital something that I can feed cards through and it cuts the cards out. Okay, and then I need to buy boxes. I've got a printer, but it's going to take me a little while to get all of that done and figure out a program that I can use in order to lay it all out and print it. I've got to find the right kind of paper to use, the right size paper. So if any of you have got like ideas of the size of a paper, okay, the thickness of paper to use, I would be appreciated, because I don't think we can get it in Britain. And then I will start to hopefully sell them, but not at the beginning. At the beginning, you will only be able to win them via a raffle, because I may not actually sell them yet. Okay. But they will be on for a raffle, meaning if you join the raffle when they're available, you can win it. Okay. That's how I'm going to stick to it at the start. But there's quite a few cards that if you want to see one of them, it's called, what is it? The Fifth Cup. So it relates to the fifth cup in the tarot is the girl that is sitting there emotionally unsatisfied. She ends up being the fifth cup. So I've narrated a story and put it together with that card, and can be found on the channel that is called Behind the Life of Tarot. That's also below with also my music channel as well, if you didn't know. Okay, but anything that you want to buy readings, you want to have a look at them, links provided below to the shop. You want to join the community over on the tarot page, which is Facebook, want to reach out for a personal reading, anything like that, man, it's all below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Really would appreciate it. If you want your tarot cards, right, you want just your tarot card readings as well, or just those, the link is below to the join button. Join button is where I do the tarot. Here is where I just do the free live this. The tarot cards are on the join button below. It's only $4 a month. Okay? Thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you soon.